Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy Romar back with some more Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. We are here at the year 2 draft. Unfortunately, the year 2 2026-2027 season did not go our way. We ended up finishing bottom 10 in the league. I think we finished a bottom 8, something like that. Let me pull up the stats here. We finished with a 35, 37, and 10 record. We are picking 8th overall in the draft. But yeah, it was not a very good season. As you can see here, place, we finished 3rd last in our division, and then in the entire league, 26th in the league. So we want to write this one off. We were expecting to make the playoffs. When I saw that wasn't happening, I instantly traded away some of our like 1 year or some of our players with 1 year left on their contracts, like Evander Kane. Who else did I trade away? Tommy Novak we traded away. Connor Garland we traded away. We ended up getting some great young pieces in return. Off the top of my head, we got Caden Lindstrom. Where is he? We got Dumais, and then we also got Boyvert. So we got a few top 6 and low elite players there. One thing I did notice though, as I logged back into this franchise mode and I checked the contracts, Nick Hishin, who we traded away Tyler Myers for from the Carolina Hurricanes. He has grown to a low franchise, so he had a heck of a season, although it was a down year for the whole team. He had a good individual season, dropped 43 points, enough to go from a low elite to a low franchise. And I believe he went from like an 83, 84 overall to an 87 overall. So I think we have found our replacement for Quinn Hughes going forward. So we don't need to worry about an offensive defenseman now. Also, Gavin McKenna did win the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year. He dropped 21 goals, 33 assists. As you can see, he went from medium franchise to high franchise. So I've never had a high franchise player on my team before in this game. I don't know if that's good enough to get him up to 99 overall. We'll see what happens. But that's insane. He had a really good rookie season. Hopefully he can carry that moving forward here. Pedersen also had a decent year. He's been slowly rising up in his overall. He started as an 88, went up to 89 after the first year, and then after year number 2 went back up to 90. So PD slowly but surely getting his point totals back up. I know a lot of people, when they do franchise modes in Vancouver, they try to trade PD right away. I think I'm gonna try to hold on to him. We'll see. Now he's kind of playing to the standard of this contract. Not exactly, because 11.6 million is a lot, but yeah, he's still playing very well now. So I'm not going to be looking to trade him. He's on a no movement clause anyway, so I wouldn't be able to trade him out of the blue if I wanted to. I'd need to get his permission. Lekaramaki, he's also up to an 85 overall, so that's good. He had 46 points. Nemec, he only played 18 games this season, which is kind of disappointing. He was out with injuries for the whole year. We got him as part of the Quinn Hughes trade package, along with Gavin McKenna. Goaltending wise, so this is kind of the question I want to pose to you guys. What do you think we should be doing here? We got Demko at age 31 and Lankinen at age 32. The Demko has like 3 more good years in him. I say we try to make the playoffs next year one more time, similar to how we did last year. If we don't make it, we trade him. If we do make it, then we ride out this contract until at least the last season. And I think Lankinen goes to a modified no trade clause. Yeah, I believe so. Next year, we'll be able to move Lankinen's contract, which are going to need space to sign some of our younger players like McKenna. In the system, next year, I want to be looking at Braden Coots. I think he's ready for the NHL. He's 78 overall, had a 109-point season in the WHL on Seattle as their captain. So we'll bring in Coots, have him play some bottom 6 minutes. This Potter guy, who we also signed in free agency last season, he had a really good year in the AHL. He's up to a 78 overall. He's only 20 years old as well. We got so many good young guys here. Even Sasha Boyvert Which team do we get him from? We got him from the Chicago Blackhawks as part of the Garland and Hedl trade. Yeah, we'll see what we do with him. We can probably find a roster spot for him if he does jump up over the offseason. And then, of course, we have Alexei Medvedev. I want to give him 1 year as our starter in the AHL. I think he'll be eligible this year. He should be. And then we will look to bring him up as the backup in the NHL after we deal Lankinen. So that's the plan. As for the draft, we're picking 8th. So unfortunately, all of these elite guys will be gone. What's going to be left is Brock Englund, who's a high top 6. Prob Bathel, who's a high top 6. He's a two-way forward. And then Sementsov, who is a high top 6 playmaker. Now, honestly, out of 3 guys, we already have so many centers. We also have like that Crosby center sniper medium elite guy coming up. I don't think I want to go after Brock Englund. I don't want to go after Bathel because we already have some like two-way forward guys like Braden Coots coming up. I think I want to either go for Sementsov, who is a high top 6 from what we've scouted. Galchenyuk is NHL ready, but the thing is we already have Brock Besser and Jonathan Lekaremaki as like right wing snipers. We need some help on the left side there. We have Gavin McKenna and then nobody else really. So I was thinking maybe we trade our pick down to try to get this Jackson Jacobson guy. I've had him in previous franchise modes, and he usually pans out to be something great. I don't know if just because this is since this is a custom roster, I actually don't know what his potential is, and too bad I didn't get to scout him enough to uncover it. But usually he's a medium elite, so if I do trade down and try to get him, I have to take that into account that he might not be like a high top 6. That would be a big slap in the face if I do draft him and he isn't on the same level as say an Alexander Sementsov. But Sementsov, he's not really putting up crazy numbers. Only 39 points, 63 points. He has an X factor though, unstoppable, and he has all strengths, no weaknesses. Pretty good skills, but his skating's kind of lacking. And then Jacobson, oh whoops. What a Jacobson. He's kind of like got a B or A in every category. Leadership ability, offensive instincts, elite speed. I like that. We just don't have his potential covered. And similar style as Jonathan Toews, which is one hell of a player. So I'm thinking with the 8th pick, we could trade down a couple picks, grab some assets, trade for Jackson Jacobson, and then see what happens after that. As for guys in the later rounds to target, we have a goalie here, Rod Milroy. I wouldn't be opposed to drafting him now because we do have Medvedev coming up the system. We also got this Lance Henriksen guy. We can potentially trade for a late first rounder to pick him. Well, this year I didn't really uncover any late round gems. I don't really know their potentials, just like how like last year I had those 3 medium elites going in like the 4th round. We have this Janicki. I think I already have a Janicki, but yeah, we have him going in the 2nd, but we don't really know everybody else. So we're kind of going into this draft blind. I guess I didn't really do a good job manually scouting. We're gonna go enter the entry draft. Not really looking to make any trades on anyone, or like not any big trades. We do want to trade down, I think is what our strategy is, to try to get Jackson Jacobson. Let's see, retired players. So Anze Kopitar finally retired. In real life, he's retiring in year 1. I guess he chose to play another year, make some more bread to bring home for the family, and then chose to retire there. Erik Karlsson also called it quits. So those are 2 legends of my time right there. Corey Perry. Let's see, did he go to any more Stanley Cup finals after? Let's see. I don't think he did. There's Pietrangelo, Lucic, Torrey Krug. Nobody else of great importance. How about goaltenders? So Carey Price calls it quits. Carey Price, what a guy in his prime, man. One of the best to ever do it. Hutchinson, Tokarski. Real ones remember Tokarski. And then, what's it called? Jean-Francois Berube. So let's get to the 2026-2027 NHL entry draft. Let's see. Anyone willing to trade down? No, but we got all these teams here are willing to trade their picks. So I could potentially drop all the way down to the 13th, but I want to make sure Jacobson's there. So I think for this, I'm willing to trade down is 3 spots to Minnesota. So let's see. For our 8th, I mean, the value is around the same. I'm just trying to see if there's any way I can do this without having to trade the pick. Maybe I trade like a player. Like if I can trade Pedersen, that would have been so awesome. Can I get him to waive? Can I just straight up get him to waive? No, he doesn't want to waive. So Pedersen does not want to go here. Besser, our captain, he didn't have a very good year, but I still have faith in him. I'm not gonna just throw him away like that. He's a heart and soul player of this team. Let's see, Koivunen. So I don't think we're gonna be offering anything else. So our first, will they give us a first and a prospect? Maybe. We don't really know anybody going in the draft, so we want a good prospect at least. Let's see, Kiviharu wouldn't be a bad one. He's a low elite. He dropped 53 points in 69 games in the AHL. How many like defensive prospects do we have? How are we looking like? So I know we got a lot of our guys up on the NHL already. Korchinski, I don't really see much outside of the NHL, because like we got Nikishin, he's in the NHL. Malik is still growing. We got Korchinski in the NHL, Willander and Nemec in the NHL. Yeah, so we could take like a defensive prospect back. They're willing to give us, I mean, they're willing to give this Hamilton guy, Reese Hamilton. I'd be more I don't know, I kind of like Kiviharu. Ooh. Hamilton's younger. You know what? We'll try Hamilton. We'll see if they're willing to give this. So their first, and then Hamilton for our first. So we're just trading down here. Will that go through? Trade rejected. We'll try the trade with Kiviharu. Will this go through? Trade rejected, but it's close to fair value. Okay, so if we just toss like someone with a little bit of value here that not really gonna use, the Sharp guy. This should go through. Our 8th overall in Sharp for their 11th, Kiviharu. That go through. Trade accepted. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Minnesota, so we are accepting your trade offer. It is a done deal. So we do trade down. Look at our cap space though. We have so much cap space just because we kind of went on a fire sale, sold all our players there, but in the trade deadline. So we are looking good. So it looks like DuPont does go to the Buffalo Sabres there. We're going to simulate all the way up to the 11th pick. If Jacobson gets snatched, I'm going to be pretty mad. Let's see. Chicago, they get a high elite power forward in Alexis Joseph. Carolina, they get Lundberg. Wow, he is an 83 overall. So he's the most NHL ready player in this draft by far. He had 47 points in the SHL. That is crazy. A first year player putting up 47 points in a pro league, and then there's another 82 overall medium elite. He didn't put insane numbers like Lundberg, but that's still a good draft pick. Reyes, he goes 5th, 6th. Bouchard, 78 overall defenseman, 7th. Pelosi. Okay, so who is left for Minnesota to draft? So yeah, it's one of these high top 6s they're gonna grab. We might be able to even still draft one of these guys, but my eyes are set on Jacobson right now. I really like Jacobson. Whoops, I see this. I really like Jacobson and his skill categories here, even though they're not fully scouted. I like the strengths, no weaknesses. I like Jacobson there. That's the guy we're going after. Let's go. Sementsov. So this was the guy I was considering just because he was a what's it called? A left winger. He's only 7'2" overall. But he does have high top sixes. High top six does grow well. Brock Englund was a 75, so even better. And then this should be the two-way forward going. Yeah, Bethel. So all those guys are gone. We make our pick. We're not going to go with Galchenyuk, even though I think he is a hell of a player already. He might be like 78, 80 overall. But we already have like Dumais, we already have Karamaki, we already have Besser. We don't need any right wingers. Jacobson can fill multiple needs. He can play left wing, he can play center. Nobody else that I'm really interested in drafting here. So I think I'm going to go make the pick with the 11th overall pick of the 2026-2027 NHL entry draft. The Vancouver Canucks select from the Brandon Wheat Kings WHL Jackson Jacobson. Boom. Medium elite, 74 overall. What did I say, boys? So he not only was he higher overall than these guys, he's a higher potential too. So I think we come out of that draft appreciating the genius of GM Romar. We're putting together a team that cannot be matched by any other team in the NHL. We are going to be a team to be reckoned with. You don't want to be messing with us once our players are fully fleshed out. So Jacobson, boom, left wing center. Those are his stats, pretty well balanced. I'm happy with that draft pack. I'm stoked about that one, man. We have him and we have McKenna, both very similar players. We can play on one on each line and boom, things will be great for us. Now, is there anybody willing to trade their first round pick later on? Because we do have that that guy who's like he's not fully scouted, but it says he's a franchise player. Yeah, this Hendricks guy, center right winger. What's it called? We have him pinned already. There was somebody trading to 28th or willing to trade their 28th. Colorado. What would you want for this? Alright. What would I be willing to give up? That's the thing. I don't want to give up any of these guys. When did I get this McKinnon guy? I drafted him. Okay, I drafted him last year in the second round. He might be something. Lindstrom, Romani. I don't want to give up Romani. You guys are good for the AHL. I don't know what I'd be able to give here. Like a second and a third just to move up to the first. Like, would that go through? Maybe a second and a fourth. I don't think this goes through, but we can try a second round pick this year and a fourth to trade up to the 28th overall pick. Will that go through? No. We can try the second and third. Will this go through? No. Okay. Can I add a player to make this go through? Who would I have to add? Ethan Bear. No, okay, so we're just gonna leave it. I don't think we have the assets that or like I don't want to move any of our important assets just to trade down or just to trade up to that. We'll see if that person's insane. We'll sim to our next pick and then see a recap here after our pick. So, ooh, that, oh my goodness. I fumbled, yo. I thought I was on top of the world. Look at that. Montreal Canadiens drafting another Galchenyuk. We will see how that plays out. But no, this guy is insane. He just, what's it called? We already have players that fill this need, like Karamaki, our right wing sniper of our future. We don't really need this Galchenyuk guy, but yeah, he is insane. And then Dowell is no slouch either. Defensive defensemen usually don't put up that many points, but he'll be a high overall for sure. Jeremy, this is a very good draft overall wise. Look at that. Everyone's like in the 70s, 72, 71. Here we go. Now we're dropping off. Ronaldo. Another Zach Ronaldo. What is this? But this guy's a playmaker. This guy's skilled. So many good players here. There's a Hendricks guy. So if we did, maybe we should have went down because Edmonton just got themselves a stud right there. A 65 overall medium elite player. Those don't grow on trees. Oh my goodness. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and now Lance Hendricks. And wow. Okay, this draft is actually crazy. Maybe we can get someone in the second round here. Yeah, there's a few low elites, a 78 overall. A top 6 medium. This is an insane draft. Okay. let's see what I can do here. Caden McGregor. I don't know. I don't really know any of these guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Should I just straight up just draft this this goalie here? Do I have a third? I can get him with my third, so we can draft someone. We can take a little flyer here at their second. McGregor. Any guys with short ETAs? This Korobov guy. 2 years. Any NHL ready guys though? I don't think there's nobody that's NHL ready. Okay, so we're kind of taking shots in the dark here. Let's see. Jerry DeZonglo. I think I'm gonna go with this guy here, Korobov. He could be elite. He's 2 years away. That's his ETA. That's not fully scouted though. Oh god. But he's a left winger. We do need left wingers. We'll take a shot on Korobov here. And he's a low top 6. Damn it. Let's see. Did we miss out on anybody good? Top 9s. Nobody so far. Nobody. Okay. I don't think we were missing out on anyone. So with the third rounder, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that goalie before I miss out. Oh, we got a center here. We can be something. When's that goalie going? So this franchise goalie is going around 117. So we will be... When will we be picking next? Yeah, okay. We can draft him with the 4th rounder. So right now we'll make a pick. We'll take this guy at the top. We'll see. Medium top 9, nothing special. Okay. Now we just sort by potential. We're drafting Milroy. Potential says medium franchise. I don't think it's gonna be that. If I had to guess, it's gonna be medium elite. Even then, that's still impressive. Let's see. Yeah, 58 overall, medium elite. So he's actually a pretty high overall. He is 19, so he's got a extra year of experience in him. He had a 910 save percentage. That's a nice pick. We're stocking up on goaltender prospects. We have Medvedev. We have Milroy. Here we go. We're just gonna keep sorting by potential here. Just keep taking some shots on some players. Let's see. Anyone? This guy had a... Let's see. We'll look for people who played in high potential leagues and put up points. I think that's probably our best way of trying to find some special players here. But let's see. This goaltender played in an A+ league. His name's Ovechkin. He went 18 and 8. You know what? Maybe we take a shot on another goalie here. Ruslan Ovechkin, medium franchise or medium fringe starter. So not looking like the craziest draft here. Let's see. We'll take a shot on Sergei Denisov. Maybe he can be elite. Low top 6. And then 5. So the top of this draft is stacked, and then just the middle portion and the bottom portion wasn't really good. Matthias Sedin. I think I gotta draft him just because he's a Sedin. We got this Ryder McBride guy. He could be something. 6'3", two-way defenseman. He had 21 points there in the US League, or in the American League. See what he is. He's a low top 4 offensive defenseman. Might turn out to be something. You never know. Still in the 5th round here. All right, man. We're just seeing if we can get any luck going. Svitov, low elite. We'll pick him up. See what he is. A low top 6. We're all the way in the 6th round. I don't know if I have a 7th, so this could be our last. We've been picking a lot of defensemen. Let's see, this Scotch guy. I don't really have faith in him though. How about this guy, Noah Kosick? Oh, he's NHL ETA is 2 years. Oh my, you know what? No, Kosick. 67 overall, low top 9. Okay. He's a high overall, though. Sim to the next round. I don't have a pick in the 7th. So this draft has been pretty disappointing compared to the last year, but we did get Jackson Jacobson. Yeah, but Montreal had a... I think I might have messed up there. Montreal might have gotten the steal of the draft right there. They had a steal like last year too. Who was it that they picked up? It was the left winger, Stenberg. Yeah, did Stenberg play? He played in the AHL. Yeah, they got Stenberg, they got Galchenyuk, Demidov. They are going to be scary, if not scary already. They got so many good young pieces there in Montreal. They're just missing. I don't know. They got a goalie, this Fowler guy. He's 22 years old, already 84 overall, and he's a medium elite. All right, so that's gonna do it for the 2027 NHL entry draft. Those are the players: Jacobson, Korobov, Dikonzolo, Milroy, Ovechkin, Denisov, McBrides, Vitov, and Kosick. We'll quickly do the re-sign phase, get to free agency, and see who's available. So first order of business, I am going to be firing the whole coaching staff on the NHL. AHL can stay. We made it to the finals. But the whole NHL staff, Foote, you're gone. Kachuk, you're gone. Simmons, you're gone. And Webb, you're gone. Team did not perform to the way I wanted to. And I don't think having the defensive oriented coach really is helpful for the players that I have. So we gotta do that, and then we're gonna re-sign all the AHL coaches because they've been doing well at developing those guys down there. Can I do goalie coach? Yeah. There you go. Scouts, does anybody need to be re-signed? Any low overalls? Nope. So if you're like a B, C scout, I'll keep you. Of course, we can always see if there's better scouts later on in free agency, so we'll just re-sign all these guys. I think I pretty much signed everyone. Yeah, we have 48 out of 50 contracts already. I think everybody is already on a contract. Adam Lowry, I don't really need to. No, he doesn't want to come back. I don't really have an interest in bringing him back. We'll release him. Drew O'Connor, I do kind of want to keep him, just because he's so good on that fourth line. Like last year he had 20 points, this year he had 25. And his defensive stats, like those don't just grow on trees. Like 88 overall defensive awareness, 89 shot blocking, 84 stick checking. I actually value that a lot. So Drew O'Connor, 2 years, $2 million. I'm willing to just give you what you want there. We have 35 million and going into the offseason. Dumais, he's a nice young player there. Maybe we'll spend some time in the AHL this year. He's already 23 though, so we'll give him a 2-way contract. These guys should just want 2 ways, right? Yeah, 2-way contract for Klimovich. 2-way for Mancini. He can be like our depth defenseman. He doesn't want anything crazy, so we'll re-sign him. Pedersen, he may be playing, he may be not. I don't know what the deal is going to be with Pedersen. Ratu, because he can be a depth piece. Because the thing with Pedersen is we have so many like young defensemen coming up already. We don't need to bring back Ethan Bear. I want to play some of our younger defensemen down there in the AHL. Kudryavtsev, I want to sign him. He's an example of somebody who's fighting for a job, for Pedersen's job there. Luke Kunin, how did you do this year? He didn't do very well. 8 goals, 3 assists, 11, but he was a -11. I can live with releasing him. Krapsov, Carlson, we want to make some contract space there, so we'll release Krapsov. We'll sign Carlson. Niels Oman, he can play in the AHL there. So there's Valentini from last year. There's Jacobson from this year. Excited to see how these two players are going to turn out. Valentini had 80 points in the OHL. So maybe one more year, he'll absolutely torch the league. Josh Bloom, we're just going to release. Bjork, he's only 21 and he's already 73 overall, so we might sign him. You know, McKirkin, don't want to bring him back. 69 overall, that's disgusting. Dervin, don't want to bring this guy in. Give me a depth piece in the AHL, why not? He's already 68 overall. And then Ravinsky, I don't want to bring you back. Let's see, Sherrod, no. These guys, Crosby, Janicki from the draft last year, we're not gonna sign them yet. We're gonna give them one more year, and then next year they're probably gonna be playing in the AHL. And that's it for the contracts there. Goaltenders, so I think Medvedev is AHL ready, like he should be. So between Tolopilo and Young, I want to keep Young just because he's younger. No pun intended. Young, what do you want? We'll give you like a two-year contract, and that should be all the players there. Advance a day. Hopefully all of our AHL coaches sign. 2 for 4 right now. We're 2 for 4. Okay, yeah, so 2 of them are gonna leave, 2 of them are gonna stay. We got everybody back, I think. Should be nobody here in the contracts. Yeah, nobody here. And goalies are golden. Okay. So scouts, we're still waiting on our scout. Landry, why don't you want to resign? Maybe if I give you more cash. I don't want to give this guy too much. He's just a goalie coach. See if they sign. I really don't want to go through the hassle of having to find AHL coaches when our AHL teams are already doing so good. Yeah, it's a job title. Yeah, usually you can't really sign them if you get that reply. So we'll release those 2 coaches. I'm gonna do my due diligence here. Enter the free agency. We can see who's available, and then I'm also gonna check the coaches who's available to be signed. We're gonna sim the free agency. What free agents are available here? Trevor Zegras, Philip Hedl is back there. Nobody too crazy. So it looks like who is the big UFA? I forget who was supposed to be the big UFA this year, but they got signed. Nothing too crazy here. We could honestly go for Zegras to be our second line center, but he wants way too much money. I'm not willing to pay $13 million for Trevor Zegras. A reunion with Philip Hedl wouldn't be too bad. We have $35 million in cap space, so we can definitely make it happen. William Karlsson, he would be a good player as well. He's 34 though. We do need a 2C, so keep that in mind. Like a Pavel Zacha, he would be a good fit. I feel like nice like power forward. We don't have too many power forwards. I don't think we have one in our top 6 anyways. I believe we're gonna need, I don't really know what our team looks like now, just because we traded away so many guys. So right now it's looking like Pedersen, Besser, McKenna on that first line, or Lekaramaki might get a chance on that first line. And second line, Lekaramaki, and then I don't know. We don't have a 2C. We don't have a second line left winger. Lindstrom will probably be a third line left wing. I want to play Coots on the third line center, and then who knows, we can throw Dumais on that third line right wing. And then fourth line, we got Drew O'Connor, Koivunen, and then fourth line center, we could bring up Sasha Boisvert. He's a two-way forward. Maybe we give him a shot as the fourth line center. But yeah, so we need a second line center, a second line left winger, and yeah, was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. So we could probably address the second line center and left winger in the next video. Let's see, we're already at 35 minutes here. Actually, we'll just do that right now. We'll do that right now. So left wingers, who's available? William Eklund's available. That's interesting. He's an RFA though. Second line left wingers. Mangiapane wouldn't be bad. He already has a team interested in him though, and I'm not willing to pay that much. I really don't want to go back to Vander Kane if possible. Tyson Forster, he had 34 goals last year. left wing, right wing. He can play both wings. He's had back-to-back 60-point campaigns. Maybe we offer him a contract. He only wants 1 year, which is like perfect for me. Hell, I'll give you like a 1 year, $8 million, buddy. So Tyson Forster, we're gonna offer him a 1 year, $8 million contract to be our second line left winger. Oh my god, he's an RFA. Okay, can't do that. Do I really want to turn back to Vander Kane? I don't. I really don't. Arturi Lehkonen? Maybe we turn to him? Yeah. It's looking like we don't have that many options. It's either Mangiapane, Zucker. It's literally Mangiapane or Lehkonen. Any right wingers who played left wing as well? No, not really. So I don't want to be paying $9 million for Mangiapane. So as logic goes, we go to the next available guy, Lehkonen. Is he willing to do less term for? Let's see. Like, I'll give him $6 million for like 2 years. No clauses as well. So we're gonna offer Lehkonen. I'll give him the 3rd year. We can always trade him since he has no clause. So $6 million for 3 years. Arturi Lehkonen will offer you a contract. He has a very high organization interest in us. So hopefully we can get something done there. And then we need our 2C. I'm just gonna make the executive. Holy shit, I can't talk. Executive decision here. I think I am gonna offer Pavel Zacha a contract here. He wants a long-term contract, and he also wants to play on the power play, which we could do for him. Maybe an 8-year contract at $6 million. It's free agency, so you gotta try to you're gonna have to spend money to get somebody. Let's see if we can get him to like our organization here. So that did not work. Go back to the organization. Talk about the market. It's risky, so we're not gonna do that. Team status. What does he want to be on? Being part of a contender. So that's not gonna work either. So we'll just go straight to the contract. You want 6 years? We'll give you 6 years. I'll improve your offer. I'll increase the salary. The most I'm willing to pay for his services, a player like him, is around 8 mil. So 750k raise. He'll be getting 8.175. Still doesn't meet his expectations. He has playing time demands. It should be the power play, right? Yeah. I'm looking to play on the power play. Can you make that happen? I'm not going to guarantee power play 1, but I'll say he can play on the power play. And the contract is full. As you can see there, the organization is halfway. So it's about a 50-50 chance we get him. There is a lot of teams interested in his services. So yeah, we don't know if we're going to get him. We do need a backup. If so, what's it called? Casey Middlestat is there, but he's got offers. Might have to sign one of these older guys then, or circle back to Tommy Novak. Or we might have to address that with trade. We have a ton of defensemen. We may have to look at letting one of them go, like a Philip Roenick. We could, but we'll see if we can get these guys. So, we're also going to see if there were any undrafted guys with high potential that slipped through the cracks, just like that guy we got last year, Missar. He's a RFA. Let's see here. No one really. Any defensemen? I don't think anyone. No. Some high top sixes here. Like, we can get Archdeep Baines back. He's a Canucks legend. Just bring him back for the fans. He can help out the AHL squad. Really no defenseman with potential here. We got 2 guys here. Poirier, he's a offensive defenseman. We'll sign him. And yeah, we'll just see if we can get those 2 guys, Lehkonen and Pavel Zacha. We'll see. We don't even have a coach yet, so we don't know. I want to get a coach that I want to first get all our players and then get our coach so that we'll kind of have an idea of who we have. Let's see. So Zacha rejected our offer and he decided to go with the Ottawa Senators. But Arturi Lehkonen chose to sign with us, so that's good. We got Lehkonen for I think 3 years at 6 million. Very tradable contract. So we need to address our second line center situation. William Karlsson, I'm kind of eyeing him right now. I'd only want him for like 1 year, or if it's a 2-year contract, not a contract with no clause, because I'd want to trade him. Like I'm willing to do like 2 years, 6 million. Is he willing to do no clause? It turns it down a little bit. We can even increase this. We have so much cap space, and McKenna isn't gonna have to be signed for another 2 years. So we can offer William Karlsson $7 million for 2 years with no clause. We'll actually give him like, we can do like a 75% 16 team no trade. Give us some options there and look at the contract, the current offer. He likes that contract a lot better. I think I'm gonna do that with Karlsson. All right, we'll see if we can get William Karlsson as our second line center this year. Nope, he signs with Dallas. Okay, our options are slowly dwindling down. I think I'm gonna see what we have here. If I don't like any of these guys, then we're gonna have to pursue a trade. Yeah, I don't really want any of these guys as my second line centers. So I will do my due diligence between this video and next video, try to find someone who is available. We're also gonna be, once I find someone and get that guy, then I will go ahead and search for a coach. We can fill up the AHL squad right now, just because we don't really need to know our players for that. We got a goalie coach, there you go, and then assistant coach. I want someone with like good teaching. Goalie, these are all goalie coaches, so I want like somebody. Yeah, why is it all goalie coaches? What? There's a general list. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and then we'll see coaches available right now. We got a few A plus A's. Martin St. Louis, we bring him in. Like that would be a good coach. You can see the scheme fits there on the right there. Martin St. Louis wouldn't bode well with Gavin McKenna though, so I don't know how I'd feel about bringing him in. I want to find somebody who would be very good for McKenna. We don't want to bring back Foot. That did not work. Let's see. This guy, not that bad. Canzanello. He's only a B. His overall is only B though. So the higher overall your coach, the better usually your team performs. There's not that many coaches here, so we might have to settle with like a coach just to start. Doesn't have like crazy chemistry. Adam Foote has the best chemistry with Gavin McKenna. That's kind of sad. Or this Ryan Warzowski guy, he doesn't look that half bad either. You know what? I'm gonna offer him a contract. Ryan Warzowski, I kind of like that scheme fit. He's got A minus, A minus, A minus, A minus, but A plus for teaching and A plus for coach influence. So we're gonna offer him a contract to be our head coach. We'll go give him like a $2.2 million contract. And then for associates, I like to get one who has very good penalty killing or teaching. Like this one over here is good overall, kind of. Kobayashi. The thing with these coaches is we don't know if they're going to sign just because our roster isn't very filled up. So they might not want to like have anything to do with our team right now. This guy has A plus power play, A plus penalty kill, but has poor teaching. I think I want a strong special teams, so we're gonna go for this guy, Tonge. There you go. And then we'll get like a goalie coach as well. Typically they have the highest teaching. That is a lie. Yep, there you go. There's a goalie coach, Sakura. Bring him in to teach Demko, Medvedev, whoever he's gonna be here. So okay, we got everything taken care of there. Okay, so we got our coaches. Let's see if they sign. Did not mean for this video to be so long, but whatever, it'll be a long one. There's Sikora. Let's see. Okay, we got 2 of them. We need Warzowski though, that's the one we need. I'm hearing that your staff chemistry is low. I was going to say no, but I want to be a solution to each issue. I accept. That's for the AHL. There it is. I am happy to join the team and want to thank you for reaching out to me with an offer. I look forward to making an impact. So, ladies and gentlemen, your next coach of the Vancouver Canucks is Ryan Warzowski. He's only 39 years of age, so he's gonna be good with our youth going forward. Youthful coach, youthful players. Our associate coach signs, and then Tange also signs. So we got every one of our coaches. We'll check what our chemistry is here. So we got a 72%, not the worst, not the best. But AHL is looking good. So he's won one Calder Cup. Who did he coach before? The San Jose Sharks. So he hasn't really had the best team in front of him, but he does know how to grow younger players, right? The Macklin Celebrini, William Macklin, those guys, Will Smith over in San Jose. So that's where I'm going to leave this video off. Next video, we're going to be in search for a second line center. Probably going to be doing a trade with one of our defensemen. In terms of who we're letting go, like, you guys, we can probably say bye to either Hronik, we can flip Nemec, because we got so many, like, right-handed guys here. We have Verlander already. We can sign someone if we want to. But yeah, it's probably gonna be if we can't waive, we're gonna need Hronik to give us a list of teams. If he doesn't, then I think it might have to be Nemec, which he didn't really play that much last year, so I wouldn't even be too sad parting ways with. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe for some more to keep updated with the series. It's been your boy Romar, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.